I got some breaking news for you guys here. The government has changed their mind in the battle here for Trump's big, beautiful bill, which will have a lot of details and a lot of big news here for you guys in this video here. This big, beautiful bill, which will actually lower all of the tax brackets here, if not passed here this year. Also, Trump actually wants to have no tax on tips, a big $4,000 tax break for Social Security, and no tax on overtime. The Republicans, take a look here, are actually pushing back on this bill. Some Republicans have actually rejected Trump's tax cut bill after the president calls for unity. I'm going to give you the details of this here in this video, as well as some Republicans. GOP budget battle erupts over Medicaid. I'll give you the details here of that and more in this video. So let's jump right in here. We are live right now here on the YouTube It's Jimmy Show. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Type yes in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. You can let me know your city, state, or even your country, as we have people tuning in here from all around the globe. Don't forget to hit that like button for me here. And if you haven't yet, subscribe down below so you don't miss out on future videos. And if you're watching me on another platform, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel It's Jimmy so you can watch full videos here. All right, take a look here. We have multiple things to go over here in this video. Okay, some Republicans reject Trump tax cut bill after the president calls for unity here. This has to pass through multiple stages of Congress here and did not pass right now. This also comes here as U.S. consumer sentiment slides to a 3-year low as the trade war raises inflation anxiety. Let me know in the comment section, are you feeling inflation anxiety from this, from the tariffs and what is happening right now? Are you feeling inflation anxiety from the tariffs? Yeah, U.S. consumer sentiment fell in May for the fifth straight month, as Americans increasingly worry that President Donald Trump's trade war will worsen inflation. The preliminary reading from the University of Michigan's Closely Watched Consumer Sentiment Index, released Friday, declined 2.7% on a monthly basis to 50.8, the second lowest level in the nearly 75-year history of the survey. Wow. The only lower reading was back in June of 2022. Since January, sentiment has tumbled nearly 30% since President Trump took office. JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon, the U.S.'s largest bank CEO, warns that a recession is still possible, and I wouldn't take it off the table. And it remains a real possibility as financial markets continue to absorb the ripple effects of the Trump administration's sweeping tariff policies, saying, quote, hopefully we'll avoid it, but I wouldn't take it off the table at this point. He told Bloomberg Television, quote, if there's a recession, I don't know how big it would be or how long it would last. Following a 90-day pause to pursue tariff trade agreements. Now, this comes after 5 Republicans voted against Trump's key big, beautiful bill. This comes in the committee vote, and this was enough votes to basically make the vote fail. Republican opponents say they want deeper spending cuts. Trump blasted these Republicans, calling them grandstanders in social media posts. The bill would extend the 2017 Trump tax cuts, adding trillions to the U.S. debt and will also extend the debt limit by $4 trillion. Trump's sweeping tax bill failed to clear a key procedural hurdle, and as hardline Republicans demanded deeper spending cuts, blocked the measure in a rare political setback for the Republicans. Remember, Republicans are going to pass this bill on their own without any Democratic votes as they control the House, the Senate, and the presidency. The vote in the House came despite Trump's call to Republicans to unite, saying, quote, "We don't need grandstanders in the Republican Party. Stop talking and get it done," Trump said. 5 of the 21 Republicans on the panel voted to block the measure, saying they would continue to withhold support until Speaker Mike Johnson agreed to further cuts to Medicaid. Again, you can read it there in black and white. Further cuts to Medicaid health care program for lower income Americans and the full repeal of green energy tax cuts implemented by Democrats. So a lot of people that don't think this is happening or don't think this is going to happen, you can read it here in black and white. This is from Reuters.com. I'm sure there's a lot of other sources you can read this from. But you can see here, 5 of 21 Republicans want further cuts to Medicaid. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section. The Budget Committee later said it would reconvene in a rare Sunday night 10 p.m. session to reconsider the legislation. I hate when they do these late night sessions that go into the middle of the night. It feels like they're, doing this to, make these guys go into the middle of the night where they're half asleep on purpose, right? As written, the budget would add trillions of dollars to the federal government's already $36.2 trillion in debt over the next decade. Republicans are divided between hardliners who view the package as their best chance to cut spending, and more moderate Republicans from competitive districts who have warned that deeper spending cuts to social safety net programs, like Medicaid, could jeopardize their House Republican majority in the 2026 midterms. So you guys can let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section. Republican Representative Chip Roy and Andrew Seikel, Josh Beechin, and Lloyd Schmucker joined all 16 Democrats on the committee in voting against the measure. Chip Roy said, quote, "We are writing checks we cannot cash, and our children are going to pay the price," talking about, the national debt. "So I am a no on this bill until serious reforms are made." Democrats condemned the legislation as a vehicle for giving billionaires tax cuts, while citing a projection from nonpartisan congressional researchers that proposed spending cuts to Medicaid and federally subsidized private health insurance available through the Affordable Care Act could lead to 8.6 million Americans losing health coverage. Quote, "No other previous bill, no other previous law, no other previous event caused so many millions of Americans to lose health care. Not even the Great Depression," said Representative Brendan Boyle, the committee's top Democrat. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. Meanwhile, we've also had the EU, the European Union, agreeing on new sanctions on Russia and threatening more if Putin refuses the ceasefire, which is basically what has been happening. And Putin has been blatantly just disregarding Trump on, ceasefiring against Ukraine, stopping the war, which Trump said that he would have stopped by day one, that basically said he would negotiate the end of the war before he became president, basically saying he would have that done by the time he came into office. And, I said that Putin wouldn't stop this war, and he continues now into, middle of May, continuing on continuing on here, and the European Union now doing new sanctions on Russia because Putin continues to refuse ceasefires, because Putin wants it all and refuses to stop, because he could stop the war by simply stop attacking. He doesn't want to. He wants it all. He wants it all. Remember, he said he was going to go into Ukraine, take it over in a matter of days. And here we are, going to be going on 3 years. Yeah. So, Putin is just blatantly disregarding Trump. He's not stopping. Let me know your thoughts on this, because, he's just, in his eyes, he's right about everything. And not stopping. Not stopping. So what happens now? What happens now? And remember that China's watching what happens with Russia to see exactly what they do, because they've been talking about taking over Taiwan for a long time now. So we will see what will happen, and I will keep you up to date here with this big, beautiful bill. What will happen with no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overtime, and potential Doge dividend checks up to $5,000, and lower taxes for all tax brackets. So make sure to share this video with everybody that needs to hear this information, and subscribe down below so you don't miss out on future videos. It's completely free to do so. Click here to see the unexpected mail that just went out for Social Security users, or click here to see the $4,000 boost for Social Security users. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.